Hello everybody and welcome to my live stream. Oh, hello Drajan, how you doing today? I'm doing well. How is everybody doing? I'm not so tired. I'm not tired. I'm just I think the virus catch me. Something like that. It's not tired. It's a season of COVID and I don't know. Maybe I got COVID back again. Something like that. I'm not sure. I don't have any signs, just a little bit sneezing. Yes, I think maybe a common cold or something like that. But I don't have to clinical sign to say about. I'm not pretty sure. I just wake up like this. And I wake up early. I didn't wake up late. I wake up very early in the morning. That's why. Okay. I'm gonna make just a poll to make a little bit interesting about the live chat, about the topic today. So let's think about some serious stuff. To look a little bit attractive. Okay. Wi-Fi is good in US. No, I'm with data, with phone data. Okay, let's read because somebody make me laugh. Hello, Putin boy. How you doing? You think I'm Putin boy? Anyway, many people told me like this, that I'm Russian or something. I like it, this comment, it's funny. So I just make a poll. If you want to know my personal life or to talk about other stuff, you can go ahead and let's do it. With Wi-Fi is good in US. I use phone data, not Wi-Fi. That's funny stuff. And it looks like that the guy is from Iran, RF, Iranian. By checking your last name, you look like you are from Iran, right? Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's from Iran. But look, do I look like I'm Putin boys? I don't know how he found that comment, but that's very funny. Very, very funny one. So what you guys like to discuss for today? What do you want to know? So we have 33% personal life, guardian dog, working dog, which in fact guardian dog are including it. Or you just wanted to let an open conversation? I like open conversation too. Open is okay. Okay? Sounds good for me too. Open conversation. But let's to be around me as a person and around the channel about the animal. But we can talk and discuss about different stuff too. It's not a big deal. Just I don't want to involve too much in political belief. I don't like so much those topics. But anyway, welcome to everybody in the live. Like and share the live stream. That's time differently. Okay. Maybe about the stars. Talking about the galaxy talking about the universe. Starts in veterinary. What do you mean about this? Hello, my friend from Karachay, Cherkesy. How are you doing today? Hello, Bella from Georgia. Everything it's okay. Everything it's fine. After I finish study your job, so after I finish study in veterinary medicine, Master of Science, I work in the clinic. After that, I work in the government, and in my free time, I work in livestock as a livestock veterinarian in terrain, because we have extensive livestock in Albania. I have worked with pets and with farm animals in the same time. Yes, I can talk about my personal life, my experience. That's why. Let's make something different, so to have a better connection between you guys, to know me better. Oh, that's why. It's nothing wrong to talk about personal life. It's like mostly like interview. When the subscriber asks question. And I've been livestock specialist for more than 5 years in my homeland. Livestock specialist and inspector of a zone. We can talk about anything interesting, not problems, including dogs. Yeah, we can talk for dogs too. If somebody has something, why not? It's not a big deal. There is no restriction question about the animal. So if any, we can talk for all of three that I put in a poll. It's not a big deal. Horse inspection in Albania. I have been veterinarian in a horse farm in Albania in 2020 to 2021. Was a horse farm for hippism, for tourists. I manage like a 50 horses in total. Luis Gonzalez, say hi. Horses are cool to work with them. Beautiful animals. It's not so easy to work because you have to deal with the big herbivores and you have to be very careful. Sometimes they bite. Sometimes they kick the pen. And they have problems too. They have problems. Nutrition problems that can create problems in the GI tract. They have problems in the airway tract. Sometimes emphysema, sometimes bronchitis. Emiliano, what animals are you afraid of? Afraid of animals? Which I don't really like. I don't like reptilian at all. I do not like reptilian. I do not like them at all. But to have fear about predators, predators are fearful animals, so they are dangerous. But I'm gonna not say fear. I respect those wild animals. I respect even the pets. You must be careful, you must show respect, you must be smart. Even when you work with pets, they can bite, they can scratch you. It happens all. For example, I ran a rooster ran after me and I'm afraid of donkey. They have big teeth. Donkey can bite too. Donkey can bite too. You can't be behind the hind leg. Oh, Drajan, let me tell you something. Cattle or cow and horses, they will not kick you just being behind them. Cattle can kick like a horses too. That's a practical one. When I study, they say that how the cow can kick, it's just by using the back legs, but in the front, like he's kicking the ball. No, it's kicked like a horses too, and the horses can kick you in a different position, so you have to be careful. You have to keep a little bit the distance from the back of them. You are more dangerous, but even from the front, when you maneuver with the animal, they can kick you. Would you like to work at the zoo? It will be maybe a 1 year experience with the wild animals. I had donkey when I was child, very dangerous. Yes, donkey are dangerous, and even when you ride the donkey are more dangerous than horses. They try to make you to fall. Intact donkey are very dangerous too when they are intact. The giraffe has strong kick with hind leg. Yes, they do. They do. Horses can kick you with a front leg, with the back legs, can bite you. Yes, they show teeth if they smile and want to bite. Oh, I've been beat by horses. Usually they were young horses, young female. When you go in the, because inside the farm was separated in two sides. One was this side that was separated in box, and another side, and there was in the middle a corridor, so you have to go. And but they can reach you. They can reach you, and they reach me, and many times they beat me in arms. They beat me in the back. I have a goat and had two babies come out the same time and got stuck. The babies die and the mother is paralyzed in the back leg. Do you have any advice? Oh, so let me tell you something about this. And I know I have advice and I have a treatment too. I just want to ask you how many days the goat has been paralyzed and cannot stand up. William, I want to know this. And I'm gonna tell you what to do. You need to do a fluidotherapy on her with calcium. with calcium and kalium. It's very important because during the pregnancy, all the nutrition, including the minerals, goes to the baby. And if you don't support with supplement the pregnancy, there is a possibility. It's happened in pets too. It happens in sheep, it happens in goats, and it happens in cattle too. This, and even in horse. She need a fluidotherapy, IV. And some, I'm gonna say some B12 vitamins injection too, and some antibiotic, because birth is like a trauma, to prevent endometritis in goats. It's very important, this. But you can write me how many days the goat has without standing up. Okay, I don't understand. I'm telling you what's wrong. My school friend who rode horses, his horse beat him twice. Yeah, it's happened. 5 days. Oh, you let it too much, my friend. This, and need a long time to stand up. So you need to buy fluid with her, which called like burogluconate, kalium, and they have kalium. They have other minerals too. It is like paresis. We call paresis or paralyze. It can happen before the giving the birth, when the animal give the birth, or after giving the birth. I will say in the normal language, it's called like a milky paresis or paralyze. Not in official language, only in medication language, but in normal language between the farmers, they call like this. It happened because the deficiency of minerals. This was happened. And he needs some energy, which if you can find a combination of B12 with some ATP, which is the adenosine 3-phosphate, like butophosphate, those are energetic. Medication that support her. It's very important. So you let her for a long period of time, and yes, it's a paresis. It's paresis. It's not paralyzed. It's not a totally paralyzed, but the muscle, because lack of magnesium in muscle, calcium, kalium, all of those during the pregnancy, the animal sacrifice from their body to give those to build the skeleton of the newborn. It's very important. The fetus absorb minerals from the mother, and if the mother doesn't has supplement during the pregnancy, which is a very important one, and this paresis happened in animal. Yes, I saw the video. Donkey beat wild boar, livestock guardian dog, hyenas. Yeah, they are some donkeys are very crazy. No, they cannot stand up. The muscle are too fragile in that moment, and the energy, because even when, let me tell you something, when she tried to give birth, she gave birth one, and in another one, the uterus, uh, peristaltic, was almost tired. She was tired in that moment. She couldn't give one, or maybe the position of the newborn baby, which is stuck inside the uterus and couldn't get up. It's in the not similar with human. Human has some problems too. Female has some problems too, especially deficiency of magnesium too. But human all the time take good nutrition. Animal, for example, when farmer neglect, they have these problems too. I've been picking her up and holding her. No, it will not work. She need treatment. She need treatment. She will stay like this. I had it a case with a cow, which gave a birth, and she didn't. I was supply her with fluidotherapy, which include those minerals to support the muscle and all systemic metabolism, and was very difficult, very difficult. So I support for 5 days, and finally she stand up. And was in the decision of the farmers to scartate the animal or to keep, because she didn't give any improve. That's why. I have been picking her. You can support with that, but she need this type of fluidotherapy. That has calcium, kalium, magnesium, this element, this mineral are very important of her. That's why it's like this. We call paresis from milk because most of the time, in some cases, it happened post pregnancy. In the first day of post pregnancy, and especially in cattle, the cattle when they give birth and when they feed the newborn calf with milk, they drop on the floor. It's very, you need immediately that. My patients sometimes bite worse than donkey, but unlike donkey, they don't lower their ears. We have to deal with a lot of stuff. Well, that's very funny, honestly. Well, human species are in the animal kingdom, if you guys don't know about it. So it happened. So I just want the William, for example, you may contact, I don't know where you are from, you may contact your veterinarian practice and tell about the cases that it's paresis. It happened before the pregnancy, in 15 to 20 days, in this time range. It can happen during the pregnancy because she's completely tired. She wastes a lot of energy. That's why. And after the water come out, and after she give birth of the first one, you should pay attention. If you have an experience as a farm, you should pay attention that you should not allow more than 2 hours, or maybe less. You should put the gloves, oil, and to support her to give birth. Or sometimes we give a hormone injected, which can provide and increase the peristaltic of uterus, and she can push the baby goat, which is called oxytocin. oxytocin. I don't know how we can spell in English, but it's the hormone. And it's very, very important that, and you neglect for 5 days. I don't know, are you a first time it happened this case in your farm, or are you just a new farmer? It happened one time. Once a child tried to spit on me. My child are childish. But luckily I have excellent reflex. You should. Human doctor and veterinarian must have reflex. It's very important on that. It is very, very important. It's very important. And you should treat the goat. This is for William. This is for you, my friend. You should treat the goats, not just one day. I will suggest to treat 3 to 4 days. It's very important. And in this time, when you do the fluidotherapy, which has minerals that like calcium, kalium, magnesium, and all other stuff, give a little bit support those days for her to put the muscle, the back muscle, on work. Most of the time it happens in the back muscle. They don't have those support. It happens in dogs too. I've saw cases. It happens in cattle many times. Then more usually we see that in the cattle. And it's very important to support with antibiotic this time, because we don't know, did she pull out all the placentas, or maybe some part of placenta are inside. So, and if those part of placenta stay inside, it can be the source of infection, and they can be the source of endometritis. If you cannot do it by yourself, came at the same time, the two baby goat heads were sticking out in the same time, and I could not push the one back and had a hard time pulling them out. This is the first time I have seen. Oh, but it happened because sometimes goats can bring two baby, 3 or 4 sometimes, depend of the breed. And I think how the way you explain, one of the baby choke out. And you need to be a little bit, I don't know, about the experience or something like that. You need gloves in that moment and oil to maneuver the babies. You need oil, vegetable oil, olive oil. It works perfectly. You never both choked. Okay. Usually, because I know that it's hard to understand, but when you know the pregnancy of goats and sheep, and when you know that she gonna give birth in those days, you have to little bit pay attention. Emiliana, I want to ask you a question. I had the Angus calf. Its coat was covered with foam. and nobody could help. Oh, I need to see a picture of that. Are you talking about newborn or are you talking about a calf? Are you talking about during pregnancy? Are you talking about those form? I need be a little bit more. Give me a little bit more details, please. And William, you have to. The veterinarian must check it because maybe a part of placenta is still inside her, and this predisposes her for endometritis, for infection inside the uterus. It's very, very important for the vet to see. If you are a farmer, you should keep some medication for those, for example, for pregnancy, some antibiotic that can you need it for as an emergency medication for the emergent one. If you can do it by yourself, if you don't have experience, you have to contact with veterinarian. But this is the only way, and he must check her if she pull out all placenta or maybe stuck inside. Because when you pull out the goats, you can just grab a little bit, but not too much force, because you can create the bleeding. And you're gonna just cut it like this, and the rest she gonna pull out during the days. But the problem is that her uterus peristatic, which is the movement of uterus. I'm a farmer. What is the better, penicillin or tetracycline? Both are good choice. If you had combined penicillium with streptomycin, it's good one. It is good one. But where are you from? Can you tell me about where are you from? But immediately your goat need fluidotherapy. And not just glucose. They must have minerals. And you need to treat her at least 3 to 5 days with antibiotic. I don't know the dosage, but I think like 5 milliliter, 5 to 6. If it's not so big, 5 milliliter. Depend of the dosage of antibiotic that you have, because usually I know what kind of dosage they have, so I'm just make it simple for you. I'm in London, Kentucky. Oh, you are in US, right? You are in US. But she has too many days that you neglect about, and you pretended by just lifting her you're gonna help her. It doesn't work, because she needs supplement. And to give that supplement now, you cannot give oral. You're gonna give that supplement directly in the blood, IV. So the veterinarian it will put this fluidotherapy in the jugular vein, basic on the weight of her. He gonna calculate, and I think she need not just one time, but at least 3 days fluidotherapy and 3 to 5 days to give her antibiotic intramuscular. It's very important. I don't know, I think even her appetite, it's not good. What's your answer about that? What do you think? How is her appetite? I had it a lot of cases. Usually I don't lose any baby goat, only when the farmer call me very late. Because sometimes depend the position of the baby goat. Sometimes they position in some kind of weird, or maybe they can come both in the same time, because she couldn't, it's too tight, and the position of the baby goat can be awkward. And the second one try to push the first one, which is the first one near to the vagina in that moment, and they can come both parallel. So you have to put some gloves, put oil, check the position to feel both baby, push the one first. She has good appetite and drink water. Okay, drink water and has good appetite. It's not enough, my friend. She needed this fluidotherapy. It's very important one. So I will suggest, because you neglect for 5 days, and I will suggest to call a veterinarian to check your goat if you want to keep this goat. You understand? Ask you a question. This is the first time for this goat having the pregnancy? Or is not the first time? Because doesn't matter, can happen in the first time, in first pregnancy, can happen in third, fifth, fourth, depend how many years you keep the goat. This is the fourth time. It happened. It doesn't matter. It's a young one or it's the first pregnancy on her. You have to pay attention, because now you have to understand that I suggest you that during the pregnancy you have to buy some supplement which has minerals and vitamins, which you can support the body of the animal, because the mother will lose a lot minerals, vitamins, a lot of nutrition, because the fetus, where the fetus will suck. When she gonna give, for example, how is she gonna build the skeleton of the fetus? She gonna lose from her body, from her bones, sometimes, if they are not enough. That's why you have to supply her. It's very important. It's very important to supply her with those supplements. They are like a premix ready, or they are in the form of the bricks. That are in form of the bricks that you just hang, and the animal will go and lick those and gonna take those minerals. Or you can mix with those supplements. You can mix with the premix that you can give, not just dry grass or just other stuff. Whatever you feed, you're gonna feed with corn or with grain, or depend. And you just mix it in the food and give it. During the pregnancy, it's very important to have those, because you're gonna have not the one cases. It will repeat it if they have the lack of nutritions, the lack of minerals. It will have. I might not keep this goat. I supplement my goat with goat minerals every day. Well, During the pregnancy, you will be very constant in supply them. And don't forget, she had 2 baby goats. If you will not keep that, if you think that the cost to cure her, it's not reliable, so don't spend money, because you are a farmer. You just don't have for fun her. You have to calculate the cost of spending. You make cheese, dairy product, yogurt of goat milk because it's very healthy. You are Dražan, you go in the Balkan tradition. Most of them they sell the milk. They don't make it at home. I suspect about this. They don't make at home, especially here in US. I don't know. Do they know how to make it? It's not difficult to make it, those stuff. But I used to have goats, African Boer goats. They are very big, boned, heavy frame. Hydri meat goat. This breed is very popular in my area. Yes, I make cheese every 3 days and yogurt every 2 days. Well, that's good. This is good that you make your own cheese and yogurt. That's good that I hear that some American farmers can make it by themselves and not to go and buy in grocery stores. But good cheese, for example, if you mix a little bit the milk of goat with milk of sheep, make very good cheese. Not just goat cheese or sheep cheese. If I don't know if he make the white cheese, because back home we made those white cheese. We mix goat milk and sheep milk, and the cheese is very tasty. It's very, very tasty about that. Can you recommend some guardian protection breed who have ability to handle extreme cold temperature? Please mention breed that are not livestock. Guardian. But why you want to mention breed that are not livestock guardian? Because the livestock guardian has the ability to be very good guardian dog. And they have those coat, which is long and made for cold weather. You say it's extremely cold, so Caucasian Shepherd dog, Sharplaninak. What else? Tibetan Mastiff. I cannot find other guardian dogs that you want that to perform in a cold weather. Because maybe German Shepherd, but it's not the best choice. In cold weather, those dogs perform. Or maybe a Husky or Alaskan Malamute, if I spell it correctly, which has some good guardian instinct. You make mozzarella. Okay, that's good. We don't make mozzarella, we make white cheese. You don't have too much space for livestock guardian dog. Okay, but there is no other dog that can perform in the very cold weather. Are you talking, you are in Canada, right? And do you have an idea how cold is Canada? Yes, some Spitz, Akita, but depend if Akita has those skills. If it's too polite. I have a Pyrenees mountain dog. He loves cold weather and sleep on the snow. Yes, she didn't want. I had an Alaskan Malamute, but she doesn't want a livestock guardian dog. He wants just a guardian dog, but she need aggressive Spitz line dogs, or maybe a German Shepherd. But I don't know how can be in the cold weather those animals. I know that you are from Canada. That's what I'm talking about. What is the lowest temperature? And I'm gonna tell you which dog breed is the best. Which is the lowest temperature? Tell me a little bit in Celsius degree, not in Fahrenheit. Because for lower temperature, Caucasian Shepherd, the modern type, is the beast, no doubt about that. And to guard your property, not for livestock, for your property, it's the best. They have thick skin, thick coat, and they are aggressive toward human too. I had an American Akita, as they call they in Europe, great guardian, almost overprotective, but very good with family. Today I cannot read what is that of Charka. Both love the cold in Sweden. I'm talking about personal protection, not livestock. I understand. Minus 40 Celsius degree. Caucasian Shepherd. The best. Caucasian Ovcharka is the best. Hands down. For that temperature and for guardian your property, your house, Caucasian Shepherd. East European Shepherd, my friend. East European Shepherd is like a German Shepherd, basically. It seems to me Caucasian Shepherd is too aggressive, too human and silly. What do you think? He wants a guardian, he didn't want a pet. And for that, they are the best. For his condition, for his purpose, is the best. For extreme lower temperature. and personal protection is the best. No doubt about that. Godzilla Nikos, hey man, hey, how you doing? No need to think 2 times. Ovcharka, Caucasian one. How is the health of Caucasian ovcharka? Are they healthy dog overall? Don't worry too much about their healthy. They can have some problems, some issues, but you're gonna buy from for a breeder, and you're gonna ask about the family. Does the parent in the pedigree has those problems? Because every dog breed will have those healthy problems. Say fine, bro, very good. And you? I'm doing good, thank you. If somebody, an intruder, will come inside the home, led to be attacked, he needed for this protection. He don't care about for that. It's the intruder, the thiefer, that should care. Can you ask who is the favorite guardian dog? I have a few of them. And all are livestock guardian dogs, not just guardian dog. But if you just depend for what you ask for, and depend the condition that you have, and the purpose that you need the guardian dogs. If you talk about my preference, I will say livestock guardian dog. I have a few names, not just one. There are a few of them. So I think, Raftar, I answer your question. I love Kangal, it's my best guardian. Kangal is amazing, no doubt. But minus 40 degrees is too much for Kangal. It's too much sometimes for wolf. I saw wolf in Sivas frozen. In minus 30 Celsius degree. In Sivas, they found wolf frozen. But Caucasian is king. For the cold weather, he is king, obviously. No doubt about that. Tibetan Mastiff, it's close, but still he's absolutely the king in cold weather. Caucasian. If you have those temperature, the dog. You have Instagram, man? Yes, I do have Instagram, and the Instagram is linked in the channel description. My neighbor of Charka beat it 9%, even not on his yard. Maybe it was with psychology deviation. Oh, but a man beater will beat you outside the yard too if they have the chance to go outside. It's every dog can do that like this. It's not just Caucasian Shepherd dog. But he gonna keep the dog in his yard. Yes, your answer. Thanks for recommendation. Do you know any good Caucasian breeder in North America? I do not know, to be honest. I cannot. You need to do your own research about this. But I know, for example, in East Europe, a lot of Caucasian Shepherd breeder. But I think you're gonna stuck in US. It's more reliable for you because you're gonna minimize the cost of transport. Well, I will send you a photo of my dogs to Kangals. Or feel free and send me there. And I'm gonna take a look about your Kangal dogs. If you really have a Kangal dog. There are some dogs, for example, in extreme weather, they are doing pretty much well. Pretty much very well. They cannot be the best livestock guardian dog, for example, but Caucasian Shepherd dog, the fabricated type, the modern type, it's excellent in the cold weather. Let's give the credit, not to be biased all the time. Hello, bro. Hello, how you doing? I saw your that you sent me picture in the Instagram. I saw the message pop out. I'm gonna check it later after the live stream. Is attacking people outside his yard not normal for guardian dog? It's normal. If it's a guardian dog that is aggressive for human, he gonna do it outside the yard too. Bro, I have a friend in Albanian, but I cannot understand your language. Talk in English. I'm talking in English. I'm not talking in Albania. Have you seen me mention talking Albanian? Have you heard me to talk in Albanian language? When? Last stream. I don't think that I speak in Albanian. Last stream. Maybe I can respond to one Albanian guy that just say hello in Albanian. I don't think that this will bother you. And I think I didn't talk in Albanian last time. I didn't see any Albanian enter in the live stream. Maybe I answered in Russian language, but not in Albanian. So my friend from Karachay, Cherkezia, aggressive dog will bite people outside the yard too. No dog handler, bitter cold well. We have had right of negative -degree Celsius below the winter. May just read. And I usually either during those Arctic blasts. To around what temperature do you think Volkoda with coat like Kabarda can handle? They cannot handle those temperature below 25 or it's too much. It's too much. -25 to -40 Celsius degrees is too much. So don't even come close to get a Volkoda for that temperature. Kafkas has never those low temperature. Kazakhstan has. Kafkas no. I've saw wild animal in Kazakhstan frozen in the winter. Has Albanian language other relative language? Albanian is separated branch of language. There are two Indo-European language which are completely separated from Latin or Slavic branch, which is Greek language, Armenian, and Albanian. There are three old language which are unique, and Georgian language is unique too. Thank you again, doctor. I'm going out to check out my animals now. You have a good day and God bless you. William, you are very welcome. Anytime, come enjoy to the live stream. If you have any question about healthy issue with your farm animals, I will guide you as much as I can. Do you know ride the horse? Do you know ride the horse in Albania? Not professional, but I can ride the horse. Albanian one of the most ancient European language. Very ancient language. Very ancient language. So similar to Kangal. So Kangal and Volkod are similar cold weather. I think the same. So Volkodov can have a little bit a thicker skin than Kangal, but still it's not enough for that cold weather that you just mentioned. Those ranges too much for. I told you, Tibetan dog can hold, but the champion for the cold weather is modern day Caucasian ovcharka, the champion. There is no doubt about that. I have saw those dog in minus 40 something or 50 degree in Yakutia, in Russia. It's super cold, that temperature. It can go minus 70 Celsius degree in Yakutia. Kronis 9 say Albania is such a beautiful country. Thank you. It's very beautiful. The Balkan is beautiful. It's very beautiful. I didn't know that. I thought healthy mind dogs should attack only in this yard. No, it's not work like that. When it's a human aggressive, you have to be careful with the dog. If they escape outside the yard, they're gonna be you're gonna put yourself in trouble, because they're gonna attack outside the yard too. They are man biters, so you have to understand this. Moonshine, the coldest it's even been around in my area was 60 below the zero in 1977. I was very young child then. I have a friend in Siberia too, minus 50, but Yakutia is in Siberia. Minus 50 Celsius, and Ovcharka dog was functional well. I told you about that. They can perform in minus 50 Celsius degree with no problems. My neighbors Corso, when I feed something, growl at me when he was me walking. My neighbors Cane Corso, whom I feed sometimes, growl at me when he saw me walking. Which you can feed, but you are not his friend, so you have to be careful. Doesn't matter that you can feed the dog. It does not matter. It does not matter. You have to be careful. You cannot trust dog of someone else. And you cannot trust your dog for somebody else to say, come and pet. You don't know how the dog will react. Be cautious with that. It's very important. So, Raftar, your friends in Siberia proved that Caucasian is the king in the cold weather. I post a picture in the community You just scroll down and you're gonna see the the temperature range that Caucasian perform. When it's hot summer, it's not good for that dog, for sure. They have struggle a lot, but in cold weather, they are champion. Absolutely champion in the cold weather. It's like untouchable for the cold weather, that dog. It's amazing. So if you want to solve the problem and if you need a guardian dog, go for this. And you will not get disappointed at all. Just make it sure that the puppy that you're gonna buy has guardian instinct. I don't understand. Wait, hold on a second, please. Bella, maybe he's angry because okay. Exactly, yes, agree. How is Hedge Kennel of Cherka now? How old is he? Yakut? Yakut is like 5 years old. He was never a man biter or aggressive to man. We had another one which was not typically from dog show, was more close to the Red Star one. I remember he was 110 kilogram a few years ago. Oof, he went 110, 120. We had a female one, which name was Arushka. Arushka in Albanian it means bear. I put it her name when Tamerlan bought it her. We don't have anymore that dog. She was very aggressive toward human. Very aggressive one. Amazing guardian dogs if you need it for that purpose. Yeah, he was massive. He was massive. He didn't show any problems in health. He struggled a little bit in summer, but no health issues. Emiliano, I also always want to ask you, what HB stand for? What about it mean? It means Hazaria Babaramos Kennel. That's the name, HB Kennel. Hazaria or Khazarian, if you know the kingdom of Khazaria, because it was a Turkish, like a white Turkish kingdom in the territory of Caucasian area. Yes, it's because related to people. If you know the history, they call like the white Jewish, I'm gonna say, if I don't make any mistakes, was the kingdom, but they were Turkish, in fact, Turkish population that convert in the Jewish belief. If you read the story about Khazarian, Babaramo is my last name, and Kennel is Kennel. That's why HB stand about this. Yeah, you can call in your language, you can pronounce different, but that's what it mean, really it mean. I've read about the origin of them. Actually, they were it's Turkish, proto-Turkish, so Turkish branch of people, which create those kingdom in the Caucasian, North Caucasian territory, and because of the Jewish migration, they when the Jewish come, they brought their beliefs in that territory and they convert in the Jewish. I forget about the king, was one or two kings. I forget the name about those two kings. Yes, as I know, Ataturk was he Turk too? Ataturk. The Ataturk. I'm not sure. They thought that her mother was from Salonikis and was with origin from Kosovo. It's like father was Turk or was from Iran, something like that. Mother was with Albanian origin. But for example, the one that write the anthem of Turkey, Mehmet Akif was Albanian one. The one that write the anthem for Turkish people. Mehmet Akif was Albanian from both line. Yes, the Khazarian was Turkish people who adopt Judaism for trade and connection. Or Ashkenazi, what they said. I'm not about to in about the Ashkenazi. I've read about them just for my curiosity. So Tamerlan come with this combination of the name of the kennel. Say we're gonna put your last name and we're gonna put the origin. I say farewell. It's fair. Tamerlan. But do you know what was Tamerlan? Tamerlan is a Turkish name. It's a nomadic name, Tamerlan. Tamerlan, for example, I'm gonna mention you a general in Mongolian Empire. Tamerlan Baturhan was general. So it's like those generals. For people who don't know the meaning and the origin of the name. If I'm not mistaken, Khazaria was early, very early. Sorry guys. They are very long-lived, often around 100 years. Okay, this is Timur. Timur and Lame. Timur the Lame, yes. Tamerlan and Timur, I like this, just to notice you. The one that has the name Tamerlan has the name Timur too. And that's the origin of them. God bless. Thank you. Georgian have a long life, maybe kefir. It's not just about kefir, it's the lifestyle. It's the environment, it's the quality of food. It's not just. Even, for example, in North Caucasus, people live long. Even in Balkan, in before, for example, maybe before even communism area, they live long. They have a long longevity. In Georgia, guys are called it Temur. If they have a Turkish or nomadic origin, because that's a nomadic origin on this name, Timur and Tamerlan. So in Caucasian area, they use those name of the generals, even to call the dogs. To call the dogs, they use those names. The name of the, in ancient time, of the general. Genghis Khan, for example, was using name Batu Khan, Batar Khan. Those was Achilles. Those was from the general one. So it's like old tradition to to honor the spirit of the animal. Timur, later known as the Tamerlan. Why exactly in the post-communism area? The lifestyle, I would think, I would say, but even in the communism area, they have long. The lifestyle has to its impact in them. The quality of food, the pollution and everything. For example, in a highland, people has the tendency to have a longevity. A long longevity because of the lifestyle, of the natural. No 100% Julian called Temur, and we call them. But I'm telling the origin of name, Bella. I'm not talking about how you call. I'm telling about the origin of names. The origin of name is nomadic name. It's not originate in Kafkas as a name. It's a nomadic name. Come in the medieval time, this name, by the Mongolian Empire, conquer those territories. Because they have a peaceful, calm, and happy life. It's not just peaceful, calm, it's completely the lifestyle. It's the environment, it's the climate, it's the food, quality of food, not too much disease. Has a bunch of stuff. That's why the longevity of people was. Yes, but today lifestyle is changing. It is changing because a lot of stuff. Today people eat a lot of processed food. Pollution is higher. Stress is higher. In nowadays, you have to, for example, fight with your woman. You're gonna make the life difficult. In that day, for example, woman didn't make the life so difficult for the man. The duty was separate, and she respect the man, and the man authority too much. Nowadays, the woman talk too much, asking for some rights, which even them, they don't know what they ask. It's completely. I'm just giving you an example. Life is not easy, not because in that time the life was easy. Was not easy in that time too, but today is difficult for silly stuff. Islam gonna defeat his title, I think. Islam. I don't know what you mean about about Islam. And what does it mean about the title? Stress is important to consider. High cortisol is inflammatory and bad for longevity. Yes, cortisol level is problems because they're gonna low down the immune system. It has a big impact, general impact in the body. And probably Merab, I would guess. Merab, I would guess. A man always loses a war of words to a woman. Yes, actually. But not in that time, no. Not in that time. Not in that time. It was different time. Was different time. That is funny, man left. Because women are always right. What did you say, Bella? Please, because you make me laugh now. That is funny. Men left because women are always. In fact, yes, women think that are always right. In fact, it's completely the opposite. UFC, MMA, Machka, Maka. See what happened. Oh, are you talking about the MMA? Okay. Maybe I have to go. What time is now? I'm gonna stay in 1 o'clock. I'm gonna stay 50 more minutes. 15 more minutes. We had a little UFC discussion here on the side. We are talking about the UFC this Saturday. Islam use Arman. And who won the fight? Because I didn't saw. Did Islam won? How it will happen this Saturday? January 18th. 9:45 on my time. You are 3 hours ahead of me. Me 3 hours ahead of you. I'm in Boston. It will be Easter time. Anyway, Islam gonna win. I think the same. Islam is gonna win. The guy is from Dagestan. It's trained by father of Khabib. I think the same. Islam has progressed a lot. But Bella is with the guy that born in Georgia. That's why. I'm with Islam, to be honest. And by the way, he said that I'm Armenian. He didn't say that I'm Georgian. Even he was born in Georgia. He born in Georgia. His family origin from Armenia. He grew up in Russia. Yes, I'm in Washington State. Pacific time. You are far, that's why. Emiliano, do you plan to own a dog in Boston anytime soon? No. I don't have a plan to have any dogs anytime soon. I have a lot of stuff to do, and dog is not my priority right now in my life. I have a lot of priority, not dog. To bring a dog in US, here in this environment, the dog that I like, I will never keep. I'm with Islam as well on this one. You are 8 hours ahead of me. Yes, 8 hours ahead. 6 hours ahead from me. Yes, because we have the same time with Albania. Merab and Ilya Topuria. Anyway, all are our Caucasian guys. Yes. But are different republics, in fact. So, are different people. Are not the same. Mix, yes. They are mixed many. They mix together. Ilya Topuria would knock out Islam when he moves weight. Very different people. Yeah, they have different, for sure. I like in some way, I dislike in some way. My favorite sport is boxing. Boxing. I love the finesse in boxing. I love that finesse that boxing have. MMA is like a street fight. Boxing is a science. Boxing is art, my friend. I'm gonna not say science, but it's art. My favorite sport is rodeo. I don't like the sport, to be honest. Boxing is the one that I like. And in February, we're gonna have a rematch. About between the Chechenian, now which is undisputed champion, and the Kazakhstan guy. I'm with Kazakhstan guy. I like more. It's more. I don't know, but I feel it's a better man. Overall, not just in the boxing skill. Did you see Jack Paul with Mike Tyson? I saw, but that was a joke. It was not even a fight. I didn't like that boxing match at all. It was very joke. Now in the PSG support cause, you are talking about the Passavite oven? Or Paris Saint-Germain? You are talking about Paris Saint-Germain. That was a disgrace for boxing. I agree with you, Shail. Arthur Beterbiev use Bivol. I am for Bivol. I like that guys. That guy has more the finesse of fighting. I don't like this. I don't like too much Arthur. Seems humble person. I don't know, is he really humble? Because some people show themselves, depend of the situation, depend of who is provoking them. And I think that those that looks too humble, I think that they hide something behind them. I don't think that they are 100% truth of them. I don't believe this. I've saw people that looks like they are very polite, very humble, something like that, but exactly they have a dark side on them, and my experience has shown this, especially those fighters one. The Montenegrin's favorite sport is laying down all day. Boxing is very traumatic. Why MMA is not traumatic? Sure, the MMA is traumatic too, and more traumatic than boxing, in fact. The injury that people get in MMA are more traumatic than boxing. Bivol is not Kazakh, Kyrgyz. Excuse me about that. Kyrgyz, from Kyrgyzstan. My mistake about that. Usyk is excellent. Usyk is a boxer. Usyk is a technical one. You say Bivol more technical. Yes, more technical than Artur. I think he won the last one actually. I think the same was a controversial decision. I think that they robbed him in that. They robbed because the other guy threw a lot of punch but was not touching him, those punches. That's why. Everyone has their own favorite sport. I understand that. I always rodeo queen in 1991 in the area. What's about Shavkayus Bella? What is this? Because I don't know. Bivol is from Kyrgyzstan, but semi-Korean. Yes, it's like a mix about Kyrgyz and Korean. After seeing last fight of, I think Bella will beat Shavkat, but I hope Shavkat wins. Bivol father is Moldovan, mother is Korean, born in Kyrgyzstan. Okay, that makes sense. Bivol need to be more aggressive the next fight. I think she should not go just to beat him with point. I think this time Bivol should go to knock him out. This is my, not just to let himself to be dependent of the judgment, because he saw that the judgment robbed him first time. If you let yourself in the hands of the judgment, you're gonna have some stuff. Lennox Lewis against Evander Holyfield in the first match had the same fate, and a lot of other guys. No, boxing more head trauma. For sure, they're gonna target the head. If they're gonna knock you out, the most percentage to knock you out, it's about chin, the head. Yes, they can give some good body shot, but still. I agree with you. Bivol looks like humble and good person. I think Bivol is not just humble, it's correct person. Looks like he's a fair person. The other one, Arthur, looks like a fake humble man. I know those people. I know those people that they are, when they are too humble, they try to be too humble, but they hide something inside. I can sense the people. MMA, UFC have a lot of submission and grappling. Boxing's so much head trauma, it's crazy. Yeah, but MMA has some trauma too. If you see the injury in MMA, for example, they are devastated injury, which in boxing happen rare. And the boxer, you have to understand that the boxing is skills. It's art. They know how to move the hands. In MMA, they are not a boxer. They are like a puncher. Bivol means buffalo in Serbian language. And the father was Slovakian, if I'm not wrong. Or Slovenian, whatever, was a Slavic person, something like that. Let me check a little bit of time. Okay, now it's time to hang up the live stream. Boxing, MMA, and dogs. Best channel on YouTube. What do you mean about this? Because I couldn't understand and say best channel on YouTube. Are you talking about the knowledge I have? In MMA, you can wrestle, barter, and etc. In boxing, only strike and more big health problem. Yes, even the MMA creates sometimes breaking the bones, breaking the nose, breaking the jaw. A lot of trauma in brain too. The gloves are not the same. The gloves that they are using in boxing with the gloves in MMA, you can. The elbow, for example, it's create cuts, bust open the face. Yes, MMA injury are horrible as well. When he kick you in the head, it's a 5 times stronger blow. Are you talking about the elbow? Thank you for today very much. You are welcome. Emiliano, have a good day. You too, my friend. This is the best channel. We talk fighting and dogs. It's perfect. Yes, we can talk a lot of topic. I have good knowledge for a lot of topic. My knowledge is wide. It's not just focused in the veterinarian or in the dog or in the animal. I have knowledge. I'm always curious about knowledge. This is my hobby, to learn things, to study things. Elbow are deadly and oblique kicks. Yes, it's true. The only time I have beat it is Kabikyu's corner. That was... I wanted to see to close his mouth, honestly. Because I don't like those trash talkers. It's too much. They cross the limit. They are completely disrespectful. And I don't know why they call that he is the most entertainment in MMA as an athlete. I don't like it at all. I don't like it, his personality. He has no good personality. Especially the personality that fit with me, it's not near. I do not like that person. And he deserved what he get by Khabib in that match. He deserved it. The only thing that Khabib did a mistake is jumping out of the cage. That was completely unprofessional. Doesn't matter how emotional you are. I think he was not about emotion in that moment. In that moment, he just get hype because he won. Do you know what doesn't mean when you get hype? He was too satisfied in that moment that he won. That's why he did it that, but was very low about it. He should stay humble. That's why those people that looks like they are too humble, they are not so humble. So he made that mistake. Didn't show a professional in that time. Not at all. For me, he didn't show a professional. Not at all. He won. He will deserve the winning because he won it in a bad way. What happened after the match was very bad way. He didn't show a professional. In that moment, because of the satisfaction of winning, he get hype in that moment. And he did it what he did, which was ugly move for a professional athlete. That's why. So I don't know. Can you call those a real humble, or they just has the skills to show the humble in the moment, in some moment? Who is humble? Humble is Usyk, for example. That's a humble man. That's a real professional technical one. That is the temperament that is to take, for example. Luis Gonzalez, I never beat you, and I don't know. In the same way, I work with fighter, they died, and sometimes physical training. That's my hobby. His dog. It is right, should not be. It's built up the fight. Conor is a chicken. I don't like Conor McGregor at all. Money, but you are right. More people will watch for it. Money. The only trash talker I like is Chol Sonny. Other I don't like. He tape it out. Conor is Irish. Yeah, big mouth. Eagle is flying in the sky. I was confident by Conor will lose. I was confident for that too. I was confident that he will lose that. He talk too much, and the karma will hit you when you open the mouth too much. When you be so rude, so cookie fighter, the karma will hit you. And the most of them that are so rude all the time, they lost. When they try to be so much disrespectful in the pre-conference, I didn't like it. What do you think about Khabib getting kicked out of the plane? That was very bad. Skin to see. By those fly company, it's completely unprofessional. I will think it's completely looks like a racist move. I'm gonna say, because let's to give the guy the credit. If you need somebody to save people, who is the most training person that can help people in emergency of the airplane? It's Khabib. It's Khabib. Do you know any other else? Do you think that a normal person will have more skills to help as much people than Khabib will do? No, because I'm gonna tell you, he can get a little bit hype, but he has a good heart as a person. Everybody get hype. I can get hype too. I'm humble, but I'm not so that I'm gonna hold myself all the time. But I understand him, and he has a good heart. He's a good person overall. Has a good heart. Everybody has some downside, to be honest. Nobody is like to be sweet, unlimited. Khabib has very good heart, and he always has the heart to help people in the trouble, in those accidents. And it's the trainer person. It's a training person. It's he knows. He has all the tools to help people. Khabib is kicking because the captain of airplane is Conor. I didn't know that. I don't think that was. I saw comic video that ruined Conor. No, it was not alcohol that ruined Conor. It's about his personality. We have a curse in Albania. When we curse, we say it, I hope you to get hype too much. So I hope you to like yourself too much. When some people think that are above everybody, that was a downfall of the people. When they think they are above and nobody is above them, they are the best, they think they like this. No, there is a time that God will show you. And that's we don't curse for it. That's the worst curse. I hope you like yourself too much. I hope you get hyped too much, that you think that you are the one and there is no one that can challenge you. That's the moment that you're gonna get a downfall. That's the curse that we, a city in the north part of Albania, give that curse. Didn't use bad words, they give this curse like this. They hope you like yourself too much. Because when you start to like yourself and love yourself too much and you think that you are untouchable and something like that, it's a come for you to pay back. And you're gonna get karma. I observe Dana White favorite always. Yes, Dana, because it's about the profit. You have to understand that he get a good promotion and sell a lot of tickets. That's why the Dana favorite that person. You have to understand Dana is smart. It's a businessman. You are true, Emiliano. Flight attendant should always pass an exam in the I don't know how to read this. Psychology or social relation with people. Psychology. Okay. What problem with Georgian Louis said? Okay, guys, see you in the next live. Thank you. It was a very nice, interesting conversation that we talk not just for dogs. I like it. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, and see you then in the next live stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody, and I wish for you the best. See you soon.